All right, let's get right into it. We're not here to talk about just another coding tool today. No, we are here to talk about a seismic shift, a fundamental change in the very identity of a software engineer. This is all about the leap from writing code to conducting it, and it's all thanks to the rise of autonomous AI agents.
See this quote? This is our starting point. If you still think of an AI coding assistant as just a fancy autocomplete, a glorified tab to complete, well, you're about to be left in the dust. We have entered an entirely new era, and we're going to unpack exactly what that means right now.
So, here's our game plan for this session. First, we're going to tear down that old, obsolete autocomplete model. Then, we're going to trace the journey of a developer, all the way from a frustrating hello world to orchestrating massive, complex systems, just to see how this new way of thinking changes absolutely everything. And finally, we'll zoom out and look at the big picture. What skill truly matters in this new age?
Okay, let's be absolutely crystal clear from the get-go. A tool like Codex isn't just another plugin or some minor upgrade. It is a foundational redefinition of what it even means to be a developer.
Just look at the difference here. On one side, you have the old world. AI is just a helper, right? A plugin that's pretty good with syntax. But on the other side, that's the new reality. We're talking about an AI that understands your intent. It's not a plugin anymore. It's a native part of your operating system ready to deploy autonomous agents to get the job done.
So what's the engine behind all this? Yeah, we're talking about state-of-the-art AI models, sure. But the real magic is the native integration. This thing runs securely right on your machine. With OS-level sandboxing for safety and the ability for different AI agents to collaborate without stepping on each other's toes, this isn't some add-on. It's a secure, self-contained development powerhouse.
Now let's step into the shoes of a brand new developer. For someone just starting out, this isn't just a small improvement, it's a total breakthrough. It completely dismantles the single biggest wall that causes most aspiring coders to just give up. And this right here, this is the painful truth. The real killer for new programmers isn't the logic of a for loop or an if statement. It's the soul-crushing cryptic error messages. It's the dependency nightmares, the hours you lose just wrestling with configuration files. It's that invisible, infuriating wall of the development environment.
So how does Codex just tear that wall down? Well, it flips the whole learning process on its head. A beginner doesn't start with syntax anymore. They start with a simple human sentence. Build me a weather dashboard. And here's the magic. Codex doesn't just build it, it explains how it built it, step by step, turning a moment of pure frustration into a powerful, practical lesson.
Just imagine having an infinitely patient senior engineer sitting next to you 24/7. Instead of staring at some cryptic error for hours, you get an instant diagnosis and the exact command to fix it. By the way, if this is the first time this idea has finally made sense to you, if a light bulb just went on, you should probably subscribe to the channel. I'm making it my mission to clear the fog on these topics for everyone.
Okay, so what about the developer who's already jumped over those early hurdles? For the intermediate pro, this isn't a teacher, it's a rocket ship. It's designed to blast them from a strategic idea all the way to a production-ready application.
The key concept here is what we're calling the execution engine. See, these developers are already architects. They can see the blueprint in their minds. Codex, using these pre-packaged skills, think of them like specialized power tools in a workshop, lets them turn that mental blueprint into reality, completely bypassing the tedious, manual labor of writing every single line of code.
And the power you get here is just staggering. We are talking about going from a simple design in Figma to a live interactive front end. We're talking about spinning up entire backends and deploying them in minutes, not days. It can even handle the really thorny, specialized stuff, like generating hyper-specific security policies, essentially compressing weeks of painstaking work into a single weekend.
All right, let's ascend to the highest level. For the senior engineer, for the expert, the very nature of their job is about to transform. They're no longer just the most skilled musician in the orchestra, they're about to become the conductor. This unlocks an entirely new class of problems we can solve, what we call long-horizon tasks. Think about those monumental projects, like migrating an entire legacy system that would normally take a huge team months or maybe even years. Now imagine a single expert orchestrating a whole team of AI agents to conquer that same massive challenge. And these agents can work together in perfect harmony. You could have one agent meticulously overhauling a database schema, while another is simultaneously rewriting the user interface to match the new API.
They use separate, sandboxed environments so there are no conflicts. An expert can even automate things like triaging bug reports from GitHub so that potential fixes are already drafted and waiting for review before they've even had their morning coffee.
And I know what you might be thinking. Wow, I wish I'd known this sooner. Well, you're here now. And the best way to not miss the next session is to make sure those notifications are on. Because this slide right here, this captures the ultimate evolution. The expert's main job shifts from the manual labor of writing code to the high-level strategic act of reviewing, refining, and directing the output of their AI workforce.
So, when we pull back and look at the whole landscape, what does all this really mean? This isn't just a change in workflow. It's a fundamental change in what we, as an industry, value in an engineer. Let's be blunt. The ability to just type out code, the syntax, is rapidly becoming a commodity. It's something an AI can do faster and more accurately than any human. The new, invaluable skill, the one that's going to define the top engineers of tomorrow, is high-level systems thinking. It's the ability to see the entire puzzle, not just one piece. This right here is the new manifesto. This is the new job description for a top-tier developer. Your value is no longer in how fast you can type, but in how deeply you can think. It's about defining the problem, orchestrating the solution, and crucially, ensuring the quality of the final product. And that leaves us with this final, profound question to chew on. If the mechanical act of writing code is automated, has the role of a developer evolved into something more like a director, a manager, not of people, but of a tireless, brilliant digital workforce? It's a massive shift to wrap our heads around, and it is happening right now.